In this lesson, we will touch on very important topics: honorific suffixes, personal pronouns. We will talk about the structure of the sentence, compound nominal predicates, and study the indicator of the genitive case. We will also discuss another part of speech, adjectives. We will discuss the short form of questions. We will learn about concluding particles and learn to use one of them, the particle
ね、
Additionally, we will try to understand how the system of demonstrative pronouns works. The first topic of our lesson today is honorific suffixes. You probably know what it will be about if you have ever heard about or interacted with Japanese people. There are many suffixes for forms of address. The most common one is the suffix
さん、
It can be attached to both surnames and given names. It is customary to translate this suffix as Mr. or Ms. when attached to a surname, or leave it untranslated when attached to a given name. This suffix is used in forms of address, for example, Mr. Tanaka, how are you?
田中さん、お元気ですか?
It is also used when referring to a third person. Mr. Tanaka is well.
田中さんは元気です。
In official situations, during very polite addresses, instead of a suffix.
さん、
For example, you Mr. Tanaka.
田中様でいらっしゃいますか?
Now let's talk about personal pronouns. Although in the Japanese language there are no categories of person, equivalents in personal pronouns still exist. We suggest that you memorize the most neutral options, which are indicated in the table on the slide. Let's consider it. The pronoun for first person singular is in Japanese
私、
I. Second person singular
あなた、
you. The third person pronouns have variants of masculine and feminine gender, pronouns of feminine gender.
彼女、
She. Masculine.
彼、
He. We also discussed that the category of number in the Japanese language is weakly developed or represented and is only realized in specific cases. Well, in the case of personal pronouns, the forms of plural number are regularly represented. Attachment of suffix
たち、
participates in forming the plural forms of the majority of personal pronouns. For example,
私、
I,
私たち、
we,
あなた、
you,
あなたたち、
you. In the plural form,
彼女、
she,
彼女よたち、
they. About a group of women, and here is the plural form of the pronoun,
彼、
is formed using the suffix
ら、彼、
he.
彼ら、
About a group of men or a mixed group of people. The next important topic is the structure of a simple sentence with compound subject and predicate. We will start with the basic structure, subject plus predicate expressed by a verb or adjectives. In the Japanese language, there is a relatively fixed word order. The structure of a sentence can be schematically represented as a matryoshka doll. The main lower part is the predicate, which always comes at the end of the sentence. The subject is the upper part of the doll and it always comes at the beginning of the sentence or may be absent, as in the case of so-called nominal sentences.
田中ですよろしく。
I am, Tanaka. Nice to meet you. Inside the matryoshka, that is, between the subject and the predicate, all the other parts of the sentence are located, objects and adverbial modifiers. Subject should be in the nominative case. In Japanese, it corresponds to the particle ga. However, it is common to find the particle wa, topic particle, placed after the subject. The morphological expression of the topic, that is, the presence of a separate indicator indicating the body of the sentence, is a feature of the Japanese language. This is written using the particle. By the way, not with the letter ra, but with the letter ha. Additionally, after the subject, the particle mo may be used. In simple sentences with a copular predicate, the verb connector de is placed at the end, in one of its temporal forms. Let's return to the indicators after the subject. After it, three particles can be used. This is the particle wa, which is a topic indicator written in hiragana as ha. This is ga, the indicator specifically for the grammatical nominative case. And this is the particle mo, with the meaning also, even, similarly, which can replace ha and ga when the new subject performs the same action and has the same attributes as the subject mentioned earlier. For example,
私は学生です。
I am a student.
私も学生です。
I am also a student. In a sentence of a neutral polite style, the nominal predicate is formed using the copula verb de. The nominal predicate can be expressed by a noun with the copula verb or an adjective. When the nominal predicate is expressed by a noun, the polite conversational style should use the copula de. Please note that it is written as de and pronounced as desu. To English language owners, it is easier and more understandable because, according to the meaning, this verb structure corresponds to English is, am, are, and serves as auxiliary verbs for forming affirmative and negative forms of a nominal predicate in the present and future tenses in polite conversation style.
私は学生です。
I am a student.